I want to ask you about this news broken by Reuters that the Clinton Foundation confirmed that it did accept a $1 million gift from Qatar while Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State without informing the State Department, even though they had made that as an assertion of rules that they would inform the State Department. Do you think going forward, if Hillary Clinton wins on Tuesday, does the Clinton Foundation need to be shut down, completely shut down, so as to eliminate any possible conflicts of interest or appearances of influence peddling?
Well, I don't know. I mean, Qatar, we have a base in Qatar. People should remember that. I mean, I've been on a number of USO tours before I became senator to Iraq and Afghanistan, and I know that Qatar is very important in our presence in the region. The Clinton Foundation has saved millions of lives. I think that sometimes people should compare the two foundations, the Trump Foundation and the Clinton Foundation, which got the HIV drugs to millions of people, versus the Trump Foundation, which doesn't seem to have done much of anything for anybody.
Now, I hear you, sir, but is it not? I mean, the idea that there is this foundation that is the Bill, Hillary, and Chelsea Clinton Foundation out there raising tens of millions of dollars while she is potentially president of the United States, doesn't that create a possible real problem for her that's not worth undermining her presidency? There are questions about when individuals, groups, countries, corporations give money.
No, I take your point, and maybe there's some way to continue the good work that the foundation does and do it under a completely different, different people running it, so that there is no conflict of interest. I think that needs clearly to be looked at, and I'm sure that I can't see them not responding to that critique and finding a way to completely divorce that from her. That's a good idea, I think.